everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. It's Sunday, September 14th, and I thought I would come down and decorate some safety eyes because my hands are bothering me. And I got all that new glitter week before last, like a bunch of pretty glitters. And I need to make some more dragons because I sold both of my dragons yesterday from Snuggle Beans Crochet. So this is kind of a green and this is a blue, so we're going to make some 30 mil safety eyes, green and blue. And then I also want to decorate some 20 mil safety eyes because those are the eyes I use in Stacy's Fancy Pants. And I also use 20 millimeters in April's Loaf Critters. So there's a lot I want to restock this week. I don't have a market until October 11th. So I'm going to clean off that countertop. My husband was building a medicine cabinet yesterday, so that's why that table's all messed up. But I'm going to clear that off. And then all my plushies that I make between now and October 11th, I'm going to pile on there and let's see how much I can make in the next couple of weeks. But the last time I used my UV lamp, this is the one I have. I got this years ago on Wish. This is back when I was doing like polymer clay earrings and stuff, necklaces. So this is old. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did because I bought it off of Wish. But the last time I used it, it was the lights were flickering. And I just really don't care for it. Like, it's big, it takes up a lot of room. And putting it away and bringing it back out every time I want to decorate eyes is a pain in the butt. So I did go on Amazon and I did buy a new lamp. This is the kind of resin that I use. It's Zaddy Diction. It's high viscosity and it's hard type 100 grams. Now, the last time I bought UV resin, I just bought one bottle and it lasted me quite a while. But when I went to buy some more resin, I had to buy a 3-pack. So it was quite expensive, but it will last me for a long time. So I did have to order some new resin. I ordered a new lamp off Amazon. It was pricey. It was like $45, but it's from the same company that I get the resin from, Zaddy Diction. So this came yesterday. I have not used it yet, but I like that it's really compact. So look how much thinner it is, and the legs fold down. So I can just have this off to the side. I can lift it up and move it. I think it's going to be better than the other lamp that I had. There's a 60-second and 180-second button on it, which is very convenient. This other one, you turn it on or turn it off. There was no it didn't really have a timer on it. So I'm excited to try this. I'm gonna dip into making some eyes, and then I will come back and tell you how I like the lamp, and show you some of the eyes that I worked on today. Comes with a cord too. Why can't these companies come out with longer cords? Like, that is my only gripe with a lot of the stuff you buy that you plug in, is the cords are so freaking short on them. I'm going to probably keep this lamp as a backup just in case, because it does still work, but it was flickering on and off the last time I used it. So yeah, super short. Like, I'm going to have to try to put my power bar up on my countertop, which is very inconvenient. I guess I could just buy, it's just a Samsung cord, so I do have a longer cord. I guess that will work. So I'm gonna play, and then I'll come back and show you some of the eyes that I got decorated. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi everybody, I'm back. It's Sunday, September 21st, so it's been a week since I did any filming for this video. I had to go back and watch what I filmed already just to remember what I said. So I had shown you my new lamp, and I was gonna decorate safety eyes. So I came down here and I played, and I did make some eyes, and on my Wednesday night live, I decorated eyes too. So if you want to see how I made my eyes, you can go back and watch that live. And ignore the huge scream that I did 50 minutes in because I had a big daddy long legs fly into my face. Thank goodness I had the camera pointed down. Yeah, it's quite comical. But these are some of the eyes that I did on my live, and I was working on making some more eyes for my dragons. So I made some that were green, and I made some that were blue. I really like my lamp. It works really well. I made a bunch of different eyes, but they were all blue and green, so I won't show them all to you, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I love my lamp. So I got some dragon eyes. And yeah, so, and I did work on 20mm eyes too for April's critters. So I got a bunch of those too. So I plan on restocking some of her stuff because I'm low on pigs. There's so much I want to make, and I didn't even feel like I got a lot made this week, but 3 of them were a little bit larger and time consuming. And I also busted out my embroidery machine and played around with that, but I don't want to show you those items until I get a little bit of a stockpile done up first, because I have a Christmas market in December that I can't bring my crochet stock to, so I want to start busting out some more embroidery. But I bought a new file and I played around yesterday. A lot of trial and error, and I spent the whole day down here and only got 2 things made. So that was a little frustrating. But Brenda came over on Friday and we worked on some, we worked on some greeting cards. She had a market yesterday in Truro and she needed cards, so she came over Friday and we made some cards. I mean, I focus more on helping her with her cards than I did for making cards for me for Lisa, because I already made some cards last week that I took over. But I did bust out 4 cards. Happy birthday, because I think happy birthday is like the most used card that she uses besides the blank all occasion cards. So I will throw in a little footage of Miss Brenda's cards that she made, and I will be back. All right, so Miss Brenda came over and we had a card making session, and she incorporates sea glass in her cards. And these ones she has to add birds to later because she wants white birds on these ones. Super cute. That's it for now. We had a lot of fun, me and Miss Brenda. And Mila was always excited to see her. And he was so good yesterday. Like, he was a little excited when she first showed up, but then he just laid right down on his bed. He's sleeping again. And breathing quite loudly if you can hear him. Okay, so I only got a few things made this week, but like I said, 3 of them were a little bit larger, a little bit more time consuming, and my hands were bothering me pretty good this week. But at the beginning of the week, I started out with the puppies that do so well for me. And this pattern is Kelly, and she is Pogsy's Place. And I will link all these descriptions I will link all these links in the description below. But I remade 2 Chihuahuas because they sell really well. And they're so cute. I made these with Elise Voluto, and I used 16mm safety eyes. These noses I've had for a while. They're size 15. I can't even remember where I bought them, but I don't really like them because they're like a velvet coating on them, and the fluff and everything just sticks right to them. So once they're gone, I will be happy. I have them in black and I have them in brown. So I made 2 Chihuahuas, but there's quite a few dogs in the pattern pack. And then the only other dog I made was the wiener dog, and I did it in black and tan because that sold last market. So I made another one, but I do want to make a couple more of the more popular dogs and get a stockpile built up. Now, I don't have a market until October 11th. So whatever I made this week and the next 2 weeks are going to go back on that back countertop to see how much I can pump out from last week till my market. So I made another wiener dog. These are really quick and easy. They're no-sew. For this pattern, I do crochet the ears and sew them on because that's what works for me. So I made 3 puppy dogs. And then there was one morning I got up and I jumped on YouTube and I seen Crochet Me Zaddy had come out with this cute little bat tutorial. I will link it in the description below. His is super cute. It's adorable. I made one, and I won't be making any more of them because it was mostly the wings that deterred me from this pattern. And mine does not look like a bat. Mine looks like a flying beetle of some sort. I mean, it's cute. It's very cute. But yeah, I won't be making any more. And it's not the pattern. It's totally me. It just was not. I didn't enjoy it. Let's just say. I mean, I mean, go watch the video. But mine does not look like a bat. It looks like a flying beetle. So yeah, this is a one and done. And I mean, there's a lot of one and dones that I've tried, but just me and this pattern we did not vibe together, that's all. But it's very cute. His is really cute. So if you want to make some cute little bats, go watch his tutorial. The pattern might work for you. I just got too frustrated with the wings, and I'm like, nope, one and done for this one. But he is cute. I'm sure some kid will love him. $10 just to get him going. So yeah. So good. I wanted to make more of these. I ran out of time. But I made another one of April's pigs. And this is Pauly the Pig. And I've made 2 and sold 2. So I wanted to restock some more of these. Now, there's 2 versions of pigs in the pattern. One is a solid and one is a spotted pig. I remade the solid pig on Robin's, me and Robin's live that we had last week on Robin's channel. I made the pig. This is very easy. I mean, it took me longer because obviously we were chatting and everything, and Robin has way more people in the chat during her live than I do when I host it. But it's a lot of fun. So, me and Robin plan on going live every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. The first time we did it on my channel 2 weeks ago. Last week we did it on Robin's channel. So tomorrow night, it's my turn to host on my channel. So, if you want to come watch, it's on my channel, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'll try to remember to do a community post because we can't schedule the live in advance. I mean, we just don't want any issues with, Robin was hearing feedback the last time we scheduled it, so we're not going to schedule it, we're just going to go live. But I just wanted to mention it so we can get some people to come and chat with us. So I made another Pauly the Pig. Very cute and easy. I plan on making more, and I want to get some more of her other critters done as well. Well, I'm getting really low on snakes. I'm low on the small snakes, and I'm low on the bigger snakes as well. And I find the striped snakes sell better than the non-striped snakes. So I pumped out 2 more snakes. I want to make more of these too. A couple of months ago, I had decorated some of the, that's not very good. That's not a very good eye to show here. Let's see. A couple of weeks ago, I decorated a bunch of creepy pupiled eyes. Here, let me put them in a black piece of cardstock. Maybe that will make it a little bit better. I just got a big jar in front of me. Where's the other blue and purple one? There we go. So I only bought the colored pupils specifically for the snakes. So a couple months ago, I decorated a bunch of creepy pupiled eyes. And it does not matter what color you decorate these. You can make any ugly color combination look super cool. Now I'm about to show you. I had taken yellow pupiled eyes and decorated it with teal glitter. Not the most pretty color combination, but wait till you see the snake. I think it looks really cool. So do whatever color combination you want, because you can just pick yarn to match your eyes and Bob's your uncle. How cool is that? That is pretty cool. So yellow pupils with teal, and I usually do the middle of the stripes, the pupil color, and the outer stripes this color, and then the body color I just pick whatever. This is all, well, yeah, this is all Michael's yarn, Sweet Snuggles Light, and this is a variegated purple. And I have some Michael's yarn that I want to get through because I've been enjoying the Premier Plush. I've been using that quite a bit. So that's the first snake I made. Pretty cool. Now this pattern is from Mallory, and she is Saucy Puffins Crafts. I sell these for $25. If I do a solid snake, I do $20. These are pretty, they don't really take me that long. The color changes slow you down, so I do charge $5 more for these. So these are $25, and my non-striped snakes are $20. And this is the larger snake. Kids love these. So then I did another one, and it was white pupils with teal. So I made a black variegated snake with teal and white. And he turned out really cool. But I love these. So I plan on making some more of these. I might make one of these on my live tomorrow night, because it's just, once you get to here, it's just 11 single crochets in the round all the way down. You're doing 6 stripes, and then you start your decreases. So I think I could work on these tomorrow night pretty easily. And I've got lots of decorated crazy color combinations. So I made 2 more snakes. But I gotta make some itty bitty snakes too. I usually just do those in a solid because it's only 7 single crochets in the round, and I find the color changes, it's a little bit more tedious because I got big old man hands. So I usually do the smaller snakes in just a solid color. Okay, so the next thing that I worked on, Stacy from Apple Tree Boutique on Etsy, and she is Stacy Makes on YouTube. She came out with another line of fancy pants, and I've been pretty much testing one animal each time she comes out with a new animal pack. The last one she just came out with was this one here, and it's Tim the Bear, Barb the Bunny, and Hank the Hippo. So she put out a tester. Oh, sorry for that crazy lighting. Oh, here. It's not good. It's not good. Is that better? Sorry. She came up with another tester call. So I applied to test Hank the Hippo, and he turned out adorable. Adorable. And he was really easy. I didn't have any problems with the pattern. Look at him. Hank the Hippo. Like, come on. He's adorable. I did forget his tail, so I'll have to go back and add his tail later. But I did Elise Voluto. I did 20mm safety eyes. These are decorated. I used a 5mm hook, and I made him a bandana. And he's just adorable. I'll throw up my final pictures that I took of him for the tester page. I am not good at taking pictures at all. But everybody's hippos in the chat were so adorable, and the ones in the dresses with the little bows, stinking cute. I don't know. I like the overhauls. Like those are my favorite. And I still, there's quite a few of them that I haven't made yet, and I do plan on making them. It's just so hard to find time when you're trying to like get all this stuff done. And I sold the chicken last market, so I got to make another chicken, and he was really cute. But this is Hank. He's adorable. Thank you, Stacy, for letting me test. So he releases today. I forgot to check to see if he was in her shop or if there's a certain time he's going to be released. I totally forgot to check. But I will keep checking her shop, and as soon as he's available, I will put the Hippo listing right in the description. But I will list her store as well, and then if he's not, you can just buy him later. You know what I mean? So I will link her shop, and as soon as he comes available, he might be already, I don't know. But I will list him as soon as he comes available. But he's adorable. I haven't seen any of the bunnies besides the one that was in her tester call picture. But the bear looks really cute too. I don't know. I wanted a hippo. I've had requests for hippos before, but I don't have a hippo pattern, so kind of why I wanted to apply to test for him. So now I got a hippo in my collection. He's just so cute. When I first put his eyes in, I thought that, oh my God, they're too high, but no, you want them, put them where she says. Because I was originally thinking one row down, but nope. Put them where she says. So, Hank the Hippo, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. Okay, so this is why I didn't get as much done, because these next 3 things, because my hands are hurting, I don't recommend doing 3 in 1 week. 2 in 1 week was almost too much. 1 a week would have been the smart thing to do, but I'm not really smart, am I? But I had done a post on Instagram, and I'll put the picture up here. And when I post to Instagram, it automatically posts to my Facebook page. So I went to work. It was one day last week, and when my coworker, she comes up to me, she goes, "What was that one-eyed critter that you put on Facebook?" And I'm like, one-eyed critter? So I had to go back on my Facebook and look it up. I'm like, oh, that's just, I was just showcasing my decorated eyes for my dragons. And then I showed her a picture of the dragon that I was making the eyes for. And it was the dragons that sold last weekend that I was replacing. And the first one I did was this one. This is the first one I did. Now, this isn't the one that I made for my coworker. Okay, this is the first one I did, and this is Shannon from Snuggle Beans Crochet, and this is her Splooting. She came up with a Splooting version for her Night and Light Fury, and I hadn't done the Splooting versions of her dragons like this style, so I made this one. Was the first one I made. And they sploot, you see? They sploot. So stinking adorable. So I made this with Michael's Sweet Snuggles Light 5mm hook. And these are 30mm safety eyes. And these are the ones that I had decorated last Sunday. After I showed my new lamp and stuff, I spent all day making eyes. So I made this one, and this yarn, it was really good quality. I enjoyed making her. And can I just say, I love these Splooting critters so much. I love them so much. They're just adorable. Like, look. They can also sit, right? So I'll probably have them on my table like this, on my wooden shelf. So this is the first one I made. And then I'm like, well, I want to make toothless. And I don't have any Michael's Black at all, but I had ordered the Premier Plush yarn. So I made him in the Premier Plush. I used a 5mm hook, the same that I did with the Michael's yarn. But this yarn must be thicker because he turned out quite a bit bigger. And they're supposed to be floppy, like his head is supposed to be floppy, so that they can sploot, right? This is them splooting. So I did do the bigger, these are 35mm eyes. I did bigger eyes on him. So I made this one the day after I made this one. But he's adorable like he did. He turned out quite a bit bigger. Let me see if I can show. It's hard to tell on camera, but he is bigger. If I have them sitting down side by side, he is quite a bit bigger. Now, the next dragon I'm going to show you is the one that my coworker, I showed a picture of what the one-eyed thing was. And I get $40 for my non-splooting dragons. In Parfait Chunky, I get $40 for them. So I don't know what I'm going to price these at. I have no idea. Now, this one, in the Michael's yarn, I used one skein and I still had yarn left over. This one, I didn't have enough, which is really frustrating and disappointing because I had to open up a new skein just for the black tail fin and 2 rounds to his body. So for me to buy the Premier Plush from the States and pay the exchange rate and the shipping, tariffs now, I feel like I'm gonna have to put at least $60 on him, but I don't know that he will sell for $60. But I mean, he's a good size, he's a lot of work. This one, I feel like I could put 55 on, 50, no problem, because I had yarn left over. So I don't know what to charge for these. I don't want to price them where they're not going to sell, but I don't want to price them where I'm making 3 dragons every week either. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. But I think I might, I don't know if I'll get 60 for him. I think I'm going to put 60 on it and see what happens. And this one, okay, if I show you from the back, you might be able to see the size difference. See the size difference? So, I feel like 50 for her and 60 for him. Like, I feel like this yarn's more expensive, so that's how I have to look at it. You know, I can't look at it as, oh, well, this yarn's more expensive, he's bigger, he's going to be $10 more. And if he doesn't sell, then he'll be a showstopper in my booth. But, yeah. So anyway, this is the one that I made for my coworker. Now, I use Parfait Chunky. I had to use a 4mm hook because the yarn was so thin. It was good quality, but it was so thin. And I used 30mm eyes. Now this is not the splooting version, this is the, hear my puppy dog being a whiny butt. I sold 2 of these last week. one of the white dragons and one of the toothless dragons for $40 in Parfait Chunky. Now they were a little bit bigger because I think I used a 4.5mm hook. I could not use a 4.5mm hook with this. So he turned out, I feel like, quite a bit smaller than the other ones that I got $40 for. But I think I'm going to throw in one of my white dragon snap tabs in with it. And that'll be like a little thank you to her for ordering him. But with this dragon, you're sewing the head to the body, like all the way around the head. So his head is not floppy, it's pretty secure. The splooting versions, you're sewing the head to the body where they flop, right? Because they can't sploot if their heads aren't floppy. So, I mean, there's only a little bit of difference between this pattern and this pattern. It's the way the head is sewn on. And I think there's a little bit of variations in the arms. But other than that, it's a lot of the same parts. So this is Parfait Chunky, this is Michael's. I do want to make more, but I want to make her deer next, so you'll probably see the deer next week. And I have another toothless head done already, so I think I'm going to make another toothless. But I'm going to do him with the head sewn to the body and not a snuggler. Well, not a snuggler, but not a splooter. So the head's already done, so you'll probably see a toothless next week, but I also want to do her deer. But yeah, so I made 3 dragons. This is what took up a lot of my time this week. But I had made this one and this one, and then my coworker was asking me about the one-eyed thing that I had on Facebook, and then when I showed her a picture, she ordered it. So I made this one. I made the legs Saturday night, and then I finished him off. No. I made the legs Friday night, and I finished him off yesterday. Today's Sunday, Heather. So that's 3 dragons this week, and my hands are pretty sore. And I had finished one of those snakes this morning because I felt like I didn't have enough to show you, so I pumped out the purple snake this morning just to have one more thing. So what am I going to focus on next week? Next week I'm out of Parfait Chunky Myrtle the Turtles. And I need some more of those large frogs. I don't have any of those left. We'll see if anybody else comes out with some pattern tests for me to do. That's a possibility. And then I need to make some more Nibbles the Mouse, because those sold fairly quickly and I have not remade them, and that was weeks and weeks and weeks ago. So I need to make some more Nibbles. And I might make Nibbles in the new plush yarn that I got. So I find they turn out about the same size as the Elise Voluto. I'm on the fence right now if I want to order another shipment of Elise Voluto or if I should just stick with the new plush yarn, because the new plush yarn is really nice. But I like the Elise Voluto too, but the balls are so small, and I'm going through, like, I ordered 43 balls of Elise Voluto. It doesn't seem like that long ago, maybe a month ago. And I've plowed through a lot of it already. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's my video for this week. Is there anything else that I have to tell you? me and Robin's live tomorrow night on my channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. I might work on some embroidery stuff today. I normally don't crochet on Sundays. I usually take one day off a week from crocheting. So I think I might just come down here and play and try to build up a little bit of stock, give my hands a rest. I have a little bit of housework to do too. I think that's it. I don't think I had anything else. I wanted to really mention our live tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I don't have a market until the 11th of October, so I'm going to put all these makes on my table behind me and see how much I can make from until my October 11th market. So I'm going to put all these on my back table, and I will see you tomorrow night at my live, everybody, and Robin will be joining me, so hope to see you then. Bye.